Good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing well. I just wanted to remind someone today that there is no place that you are that is too dark. There is no sin too deep that God would not reach his hand and come and get you. And I'm telling you what I know. As I think back to when I was in college, and that was the darkest place I've ever been. I mean, it was so dark. I was surrounded by darkness. I had gotten so deep in sin. I mean, you can just feel, just like you can feel the presence of God, you can feel the presence of darkness all around. It was all around me to where when I looked up, when I looked to the sides, when I looked beneath, when I looked behind me or in front of me, it was nothing but darkness. I cannot describe it to you. It wasn't like I was physically seeing dark. I was just surrounded. I could feel the presence of darkness and it was torturing me. And it was torturing me. And I mean, I'm telling y'all, I told y'all how I couldn't sleep. I couldn't even sleep. My skin had began to change. My skin had gotten darker. People don't want to believe it. Sin makes you look just like the glory of God and God's presence can make you have a certain glow and make you look a certain type of way. Sin, you can see the evidence of sin in the lives of people. I'm telling you, you can see it. And my skin, I never forget, I told my daddy, I said, Daddy, look at my hands. They had begun to change, and people think it's a game. It is not a game. Satan is not to be played with. And I remember I was dating a guy, and I shared this on one of my lives. I was dating a guy who was practicing witchcraft. That's why I can identify that spirit. That's why I be like, no, I see you. He was practicing the spirit of, he was in witchcraft. And some people nowadays, people are open about practicing witchcraft, so they ain't even trying to hide it nowadays. It was a dark place, y'all, and it's like I just envisioned myself in this place, but it's like God's hand just came down and just picked me up and took me out. And I'm like, wow, because he didn't have to do that. God is not obligated to come get us. When God finds you, and that's why the scripture says, the day you hear my voice, harden not your heart, because he gives us all an opportunity to come to him. And you don't know how many opportunities you're going to get. God is not going to keep on keeping on and keeping on. That's why it's important that when we hear him, we heed to his voice. Just receive. Oh, I hate Satan. I hate that he has so many us deceived, thinking that the things in this world are so important, that they're just so valuable and that they can lead to life. No, they lead to death. Everything that he shows us, that he tries to trick us with, leads to death, and an eternal, awful death. Don't trust him. Don't believe him. Don't listen. So I just wanted to share that today. Wherever you are, don't think it's so dark. Don't think you're so deep in that God will not come and get you, because he will. He will. Just reach your hands up. Cry out to him. Cry out to him. I've saw people comment and say, I'm trying to get out. I want to get out. Keep crying out. Don't give up. You're fighting for your life, literally. I know. I know what it's like to have to fight for your life. You got to fight sometimes, because we get ourselves in these situations. And I mean, it's literally a spiritual warfare. That's why I will not allow myself to ever go back into the bondage of sin again. Never again, because I fought too hard to get free. fought too hard to get free. And when you get free, baby, you don't play with it because it's not a game. Trust God today. He'll come get you. Don't give up fighting. You are worth it. And I'm telling you, God will come and he will rescue you. I never gave up crying out to him. I never gave up because I was in such a place. I knew that he was my only help. I remembered that. I told y'all yesterday on my live how I went to church every day. That's why the Bible said, train up a child in the way that they should go, that when they are older, they will not depart from it. So when I got into that dark place, I thought I wanted the things of the world. I thought I wanted all of this stuff. And when I got so tied up in that sin, y'all, I remembered that my only help is the Lord. And as I cried out and cried out and cried out, he rescued me. He came for me, and he didn't let the enemy kill me. So don't give up today. Keep fighting. He'll come. He's fighting for you now, but you got to fight for you too. All right, be blessed.